Alright, we're back. I was tempted to stream something else today just because I know this is going to be a bit of a grind again, and we've been doing a lot of grinding in Final Fantasy, but I kind of want to get into this. I spent some time today watching some guide videos. Dan's Go 8, DANSG08, which I think was short for Dark Aeon No Sphere Grid 2008. It has a really wonderful walkthrough series on YouTube that I've watched ages ago when I first played this, for 100% completion. And then I was like, I'm gonna check his videos. He's got a couple good all-in-one part. Here's everything you need for some of the end game builds and stuff. And so I was jotted down some notes in a little notebook here, so I've got them in front of me for what we're gonna need for end game. Let me real quick pop over to. Okay. I have a friend of mine messaging me. They're playing Diablo 2 right now, and I was like, if you get to endgame and you want to do some Diablo 2 stuff, let me know, because I do enjoy some Diablo 2, but not today. Alright, I think we're good. I go into here, I hit on pause. I think you guys can see everything. Alright, cool. So, we're in the monster arena. We need to start getting ready for the Dark Aeon. So, Dark Aeon armor. We've kind of already talked about this a little bit. I think Titus might even have a full set of the Dark Aeon armor. Yeah, we're going to want this. Auto Haste, Auto Protect, Ribbon, and Auto Phoenix are like the big ones. And to run down what you need for each of those, your Auto Haste, you are going to need Chocobo Wings. You get a bunch of them just by doing your capturing enough to make at least one set, but you need 80. So to get additionals, we're going to have to bribe Machea. I think we tried this last time and I couldn't get the bribe amount right because I was just going off the top of my head. It is 360,000 gil. Remember that one stream you said you wouldn't use a pen and paper because this isn't the fucking Dark Ages? I mean, it is the most effective way to do this if I don't want to carry my TV over here, unfortunately. I could have taken screenshots on my phone, but that's also in another room. I don't feel like getting up. So, oh no, it's right next to me. Oh. Never mind. Auto Phoenix is Mega Phoenixes, which are pretty easy to get. You only need 20 per Auto Phoenix, so not too bad. If you do run low, by any means, you can get more of them by bribing ghosts for 250,000 gil. And you should get a decent chunk of them from that. That's your best source of them. Auto Protect is Light Curtains. You can either overkill Fafnir in the monster arena. I believe it's 13,000 damage needed to count as an overkill, so you're gonna need a break damage limit weapon to do that. Not too terrible to get nailed down. The other option is you could just steal them from Iron Giant type enemies. Not terrible to do. You can get steal if you have a Master Thief. You'll get 2 per steal, and you can usually steal like 3 or 4 times from each of them without it getting too difficult. So you can just farm up like 8 per Iron Giant, and you can just fight them in the monster arena to do that, so you don't need to go like hunting for them or anything. Not too terrible. You do need 70 per Auto Protect, so it's going to be a little bit of an investment, but that's okay. Again, you'll get enough of these just from capturing in the monster, like your capture rewards, to get at least one. And the big one that's a big pain is Ribbon, which is Dark Matter 99. There's really not a good way to go about doing this. The best option here, if you want to do this cheap and quick, is to raise up your compatibility with Yojimbo to max, which you just have to do a bunch of fights with him and pay him at least 1,000 gil every time is kind of your recommended, and just keep going until you've got him ground up to max. There's really not like a guaranteed, this will tell you that you're maxed out with him, but you're just gonna have to do 100 fights in the monster arena and pay him 1,000 gold a fight, which is 100,000 gil, but whatever. You'll eventually raise up his compatibility to max rating. You can also use a save editor to go in and look at that, but I'm not gonna bother with that. Then you go into the Cavern of the Stolen Faith and fight Dark Yojimbo, and you need to have Yuna summon Yojimbo with max overdrive, max compatibility, and you pay him 270,000 gil, and he will guaranteed one-shot kill Dark Yojimbo. Paper strategy guides had to start somewhere. Yeah, we're going written, full written here, full scribble. Yeah, you can kill Yojimbo, 270,000 gil. Because of the way Yojimbo's fight works, you have to fight him 5 separate times, so you can fight him 4 times and then leave the cave to reset it, or enter the Blitzball menu to reset it, and then start again. And Yojimbo has a chance, A, to drop Dark Matters, and B, to drop weapons that have Ribbon and 3 empty slots on them, which is probably faster and easier than actually farming up 198 Dark Matters. So farming Yojimbo a bunch of times is on Mato. You can kind of save and reset if you get a bad run, and you just don't. You save before you go into the cave. You farm him a little bit. If you get a bad run, you just reload your save instead of resetting. That way you're not wasting as much gil. You kind of want to aim for getting at least the weapons, the material for 2. You want Titus, Riku, and Waka to all have this. I'm probably just going to end up farming the Dark Matters because there's a pretty reliable way to farm Dark Matters that we'll take a look at later. It's going to take several dozen hours probably, but I'll probably, when we get to the part where I'm just farming that, I'll probably do some of that off stream, and I'll just put on a YouTube video or a movie or something, and I'll just farm an enemy for dozens of hours. And yeah, hi Mochi, how's it going? Sorry, I didn't want to talk over you there. That is what we'll need though for our Dark Aeon armor, is what we've got there. For the Penance fight, which is the final fight in the game, there is a different set of armor you'll need if you want to do this with without doing the break HP limit. That one is fairly similar. Auto haste and auto protect, so same sources there. You're going to need your bribing Bacheyas and your stealing light curtains from Iron Giants. And then defense plus 20, which is Blessed Gem, which you can get from your Cactuar King kills in the Monster Arena. It's like the most reliable way to really get them. They aren't super common, so you're probably going to need to do like a fair amount of farming on that one too, and we can take a look. I have a few Blessed Gems. We should be able to see our cost on that here. I didn't actually write the cost down. Oh, do I not have any Blessed Gems? Oh man, I don't have any. That's sad. Okay, so we need a bunch more of those. Hey, Ghosty, busy last couple days, finally made a stream. I haven't been streaming the last couple days, so convenient timing. But yeah, Penance, Auto Haste, Auto Protect, Defense plus 20 from your Blessed Gems, which is just, yeah, Cactuar King. We're just going to kill him a bunch of times. And then Auto Potion is the last one you're going to want for Penance. And Auto Potion is just stamina tablets, which are like super cheap. You can get stamina tablets a million different places. Again, I didn't write that down. We are nowhere near setting up the Penance armor. So when we get to Penance armor, if I don't have that figured out by then, I'll discuss it. Like when we get to the part where we're crafting it. Do I happen to have Auto Potion on my list? I don't. Oh no, I do. It is stamina tablets. Oh yeah, it's only like 4 of them, and I've got 62. So don't really need to worry about that. Stamina tablets are dirt cheap, and you can get plenty of them. So that's what you need for Penance. Not too bad. The other, like, true ultimate armor, if you want to go for really crazy stuff, if you want to go for break HP limit, where you have 99,999 health, and the best armor you can get, this will let you take on all the Dark Aeons, this will let you take on Penance, this will let you take on anything in the game, no problem. You're going to need break HP limit, obviously, which is Wings to Discovery. You need 30 of them per break HP limit armor. You can get your Wings to Discovery. I think you get some from capturing stuff. Let me see if I've got any sitting in here. I'm guessing it's going to be down here. Yeah, you get 30 of them, so I have enough to make 1. The other spot to get them is bribing them off of Malboros for 540,000 gil. So 540,000 gil, you get about, on average, about 4. You need 30 per per thing, so you're going to be looking at 8, so about 4 million gil, I think. 4.5 million gil-ish, roughly, per armor set you make. So again, quite expensive, but we'll be doing enough farming by that point that gil's not really going to be a problem. That's your source for that. You only need to make 2 of them, really, because you're only ever going to need this for 2 of your characters. You get enough to make 1 for free. Your other 2 that you're going to want for that are going to be your Auto Haste, Wings to Discovery, Machea, not too bad. Ribbon, Dark Matter, pretty bad. Again, farming off the Yojimbo or just farming a bunch of Dark Matters is your best option for that. And then the last one you're going to want for break HP limit is going to be auto regen, because when you have 99,999 HP and you're hasted, your regen is going to be healing for so much health that you can just shrug off basically anything. Sneak bullying Tonberries. I was not bullying, I kind of was actually, like very directly actually. I spent like an entire stream looking for Tonberries. But yes, auto regen, healing spring, 80 of them. We should get some from our capturing. Yeah, auto regen, we've got 99. I've got enough to make one of these. The next spot to get these is unfortunate. You cannot farm these in the monster arena. There are 3 enemies in the game that you can get them from through a bribe. 2 of them are in the Via Purifico, which you can't get back to, and 1 of them is an underwater enemy in Mount Gagazet. It's the weird glowy, like, bird-looking one. And you have to bribe them for 127,500. I don't know how many you get. It didn't actually mention on there, so we'll find out, I guess, if we ever need to go into break HP limit armor. I'm probably not going to look into that, so maybe we won't see that. Maybe we will. Typically, you want your whole team to be using the same, like, either break HP or not break HP. Due to the way that the non-break HP limit strategy works, you need every single member of your party to have that auto potion for penance. Or it just won't work. You will be in a lot of trouble otherwise. So if you have like 1 party member that's break HP limit and 2 party members that aren't, the fight's not going to work. You're going to need to go all one or all the other. Whichever one you want to do is totally up to you. Personally, the non-break HP limit is a lot easier to get to, so it's what I'm going to be going for most likely. The last thing we're going to want to take a look at before we go into like the end game bosses here. If we look at stats, let's use Titus for an example here. Most of the stats in this game have a hard cap of 255, where they kind of stop providing any benefit. Luck also modifies the effectiveness of those stats. You compare your luck to enemy luck to modify the stats of how effective an attack's going to be. Typically for the end game, the general stats you're going to want strength and defense at 255. You're going to want agility at around 170 to 180-ish, somewhere in that kind of a ballpark. You're going to want your luck above 90, we'll go with. I think 120 is technically the, like, you're really not getting much benefit beyond that. Like, that's pretty optimal, but that is quite hard to pull off. And then evasion, you want about 130, and accuracy, you want at least 80 to get to there. So as you can see, we are nowhere near that yet. We still have a long ways to go, but we'll be getting to that. For the luck, the big difficulty there is that in order to get your fortune spheres and luck spheres, there's no replenishable source of them in the game other than just killing Earth Eater and Greater Sphere, who are 2 of the unique creations in the monster arena, and you're going to need to be pretty damn good at your stats before you get into that anyway. So we're going to be saving farming our luck till later. Thankfully, there's like the clear nodes. Because we don't need all of our stats at 255, like agility, evasion, and accuracy, we definitely do not need at 255. You can use some clear nodes and trade off some of the stats for that to get yourself into a bit better spot to set up for that. Put yourself plenty of luck nodes, not too much of a problem. And then the last thing we're going to need for today, if we want to start farming up XP, or AP, we're going to need AP grind weapons, which require triple AP. Easiest way to get that is, rather than customizing it onto your weapon, if you just farm One Eye, he drops triple AP weapons, which we were able to do yesterday, last time I streamed, no problem. So just farm One Eye until you get a triple AP weapon for each of the characters you want, and it should have 2 free slots on it. You want triple AP, 2 empty slots. The other one you're going to want is Overdrive to AP, which requires 10 Doors to Tomorrow. Do I have... What are we looking at on Doors to Tomorrow? Give me a weapon that I can customize on. Do I not have anything? Oh god, I don't. Okay, well, let's just fight a One Eye and we'll get ourselves something that way. We'll warm up on a One Eye. I think it's a Species Conquest? Yeah. Oh, I probably didn't want Riku in the opening party here. I also don't remember how painful this is. Let's Let's just try a full break and see if that does anything. I mean, it wasn't immune. Oh, I remember this guy. He was one-shotting us, but he wasn't one-shotting the entire party a bunch. So... I think... Oh, there we go. That's some good numbers. Okay, I'm liking that. Does Waka have quick hit? He does not. I should get Waka quick hit. Okay, Tidus is back up. Oh, I should haste everybody too. I don't know if this is going to matter. I think he's just going to one-shot somebody. Shockwave. That's pretty bad. Let's get Yuna out and fix Waka. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Okay, Yuna, I want you to heal Waka fully. I remember we killed this guy pretty easily last time. I'm not actually remembering how. Oh, we're fine. All bad potion be cure-all. That's true. I don't remember if it cures every status ailment, though. It might not cure confuse and sleep, to be honest. I'm not sure. It doesn't cure everything. I know for sure there's a few things that it doesn't cure. I didn't actually see if I got a weapon there. I should have been watching. Oh well. We'll just check. Triple score. Perfect. That's actually one of the ones I need, except it's only a 2 slot, which is a little unfortunate. We're going to need a 3 slot. So we'll have to kill him some more. But we can kill him. It's fine. If it bleeds, we can kill it. But yeah, overdrive to AP, we need doors to tomorrow. We should have, it's only a 10, so we have plenty of these. You get these from monster capturing again, so I've got all that I'll ever need there. The last one we're going to need is triple overdrive, which is winning formulas, and you're going to need 30 of them, which is not terrible. We're eventually going to want these for everyone. Right now, we just want them for our 3 that are going to be taking on the Dark Aeons and stuff, which is going to be Waka, Riku, and Tidus. And Triple Overdrive is 30 winning formulas, so we'll be able to get those 3 taken care of now, no problem. When we need more of them, we are going to need to bribe Sandworms. You could also just skip this if you need. You'll just be gaining AP a third slower on the rest of your characters. It's still going to be really fast, but slightly slower on the rest of your characters if you don't customize that onto there. But yeah, that's the general setup we're going to be using for most of the stuff. So a bit of a run through. Like I said, I've got my notebook here in front of me with some plans on all this. Also for doors to tomorrow, if you ever do somehow run out, like if you've used them on something else, if you run low, mech leaders. You can go find mech leaders in the, I think it's Zenubia Sands, and bribe them for 74,000 gil, and they will give you a handful. For now, it is just fight some One-Eyes. I don't have like a particularly efficient plan for this. It's just going to be fighting One-Eyes. I think I will haste everybody because that'll make life a little bit easier. And I guess we'll just quick hit because why not? Oh yeah, that's some good stuff right there. Waka, overdrive. Give me some attack reels. Perfect. That should do some good numbers. Oh, easy. Yeah, attack reels is real busted, so. And then we're just going to want to watch which weapons we're getting a triple score. Okay, that's actually potentially what I want. Let's take a look. Did I get what I need? Because you can see I have, yeah, this is the one I want. Okay, sweet. Let's sell the other one, and we can actually customize Waka his weapon. So, the way this is going to work, I'm trying to think how we want to do this. I think we want to have Wakka in the party. Let me think for a second here. Let's sell that other one so that I'm not carrying excess junk. That'll make it harder to find stuff. Yeah. So this one sells for 67,000, which is obviously quite good money, too. Never just need to make some money. Farming One-Eye is not a terrible idea, and he's pretty easy to drop, so not too bad. Let's customize up Wakka's weapon. So, head down to here. I got really lucky on that, by the way. Having one for Wakka is super nice. Overdrive to AP. We are going to want that on him. And then we are going to want triple overdrive. Cool. So, try to remember the most efficient way to do this. I know it has to do with Tonberry. Amazingly, we get to bully Tonberries today. Like, specifically. This is like, very much the route I want to take right now. If I equip Wakka with that blowout weapon, we have to hope I can kill the Tonberry, first of all. I have no idea if we're going to be able to kill a Tonberry or not. If we can't, this is going to be a slight problem. But then we want to also go in under Overdrive on Wakka and set his mode to... when allies take damage auto work. So now that we've done that, I go back into here, right? I say I want to fight monsters. And we say... Where does he live? I don't remember where Don Tonberry lives. Don Tonberry. Here. That's bad. There's an ambush. I don't know how bad this is going to be. We're going to Banishing Blade him and see what happens. So Wakka is currently set up to gain overdrive when allies take damage. He's also set up to gain triple overdrive. He's also set up to gain... All of his overdrive gets converted to AP. And he's set up to get his AP converted... Or his overdrive converted to AP. So, or triple AP, what do we get? So if we could do this... You may have noticed Wakka's overdrive didn't go up at all there. Okay, he's walking. I'm going to want to haste everybody. Oh, it's probably not going to matter, come to think of it. Ah, well, we probably just want a quick hit then. I don't know how much health this guy has, and that's going to be the concerning bit here. Because if we can't... We don't want Wakka to die, I don't think. So I'm probably just going to have him defend a little bit. Downside here is that, yeah, Tidus is going to be doing significantly less damage after this first one. Because, yeah. That's good, though. That hit for a ton. That's what we want. Hit that, then quick hit. I have to hope that Auron's going to be able to kind of carry us through this. Then quick hit. This is going to be a good test of if this is even doable right now. He's getting a little close. The reason I'm not having Wakka attack is that I don't know if him dying would screw this up at all. It might not, honestly. Like, it might be smarter to have him attack. If this wipes, we'll try doing one where he attacks, and we'll see if that's smarter. But for now, it's fine. And we're using a reasonable amount of Phoenix Downs, but not enough that I'm worried. Okay. He's getting very close now. No. That. Oh, come to think of it, quick hit doesn't even really matter because they're... Oh, he's not counterattacking anymore. That's a problem. That means he's in, I'm just going to start one-shotting you range. So now we have to hope we kill him. Once he gets close enough, he just starts running around stabbing everybody in one shot, killing them. That does mean we're safe to attack with Wakka. And the quick hits do kind of matter now. Okay, so he's about to kill Wakka. I don't know if this is a problem or not. We'll find out. Oh, you know what? We're fine, because he can't kill the entire party in one hit. So we're totally fine. Yeah, at this point we just, yeah, wear him out. Oh yeah, we're totally fine. Okay, never mind, we're good. I was worried, but I was like, oh yeah, once he gets into melee range, he just dies. And you can see Wakka there just got 2 million HP, or 8 XP. So, you get a pretty reasonable amount of AP per Tonberry fight. I mean, if we wanted to sit here and let this play out, it would take, like, a few minutes for this to play out. Like, 3 to 4 minutes for this to play out, of just Wakka gaining AP. Or we can just hit X, and he got 89 levels. So, when I said it wasn't going to be too bad farming out all of the extra, like, AP that we needed to grind out, it's really not going to be too bad farming out all the extra AP we're going to need. And yeah, you just make a weapon like that for each of your party members, and you have them kill Don Tonberry, and you get 90 levels of XP in a single fight. So now we start moving Wakka around the sphere grid, and we're probably going to run out of spheres, to be honest. There's going to come a point where we're going to need to go and, like, probably farm some, like, spheres, or figure out an effective way to farm out, like, the, just the regular spheres. I haven't actually looked into that, because it wasn't much of a problem before now. But thankfully, we have the Monster Arena available. Plenty of options for that. I'll probably look into just, like, what do we want to do for, like, maximizing all of our spheres, because I'm sure there's enemies we can, like, bribe for spheres, or enemies that drop a particularly high number of them. But yeah, about 90 levels a fight, and we can do that right now pretty easily. The only kind of downside to this, if you're doing this method, when you have Auto Phoenix, your party members are effectively invulnerable at that point, because Don Tonberry doesn't appear to have the option of killing more than one party member at a time. The downside is going to be when you're doing this on a bunch of characters at once, like if we wanted to have, you know, Titus, Riku, and Wakka all doing this at the same time, is that they won't be using their ultimate weapons, because they're going to be using their AP weapons. And without their ultimate weapons, they're not doing break damage limit, which means they're going to be hitting significantly lower than what we were just hitting there. Not, like, too bad, but, like, it's going to take a little longer, which I guess just means you're spending more, you're getting more AP. But you're going to burn through a few more Phoenix Downs, whatever. It's not the end of the world, it's just worth noting. And yeah, we'll just kind of move Wakka through the 90 levels he just gained. You have to think about those spheres. One might even say you have to ponder those orbs. That's true. You got a lot. You got a lot of them. Let me run through this. I will have to look up, like, just where you get, like, your basic, like, power, mana, speed, ability spheres, because we're going to be going through a lot of those. And I'll probably need to top up pretty often. Because this is just for one character so far, and we're just like, okay, I'm going to be activating like 70 nodes. And how is this after one fight? I should have taken note of where he was when we started. So you could see, like, how much more of the sphere grid got, like, lit up after one fight. But yeah, this is going to be kind of one of the two endgame grinds. We're going to need to grind up all of our stats, which is going to involve just doing this a whole bunch. Yeah, we can move one farther too. And up to here. And at this point, I'm also not going to worry too much about like their placement on the sphere grid, like going around and like, oh man, I have to navigate through this person's sphere grid, which isn't super optimal, because now we're able to get like, oh, you can just move 90 ranks of the sphere grid in a single go. Let me see, this is Kira, this is Shell, this is Reflect. We'll go this way. It's like, it doesn't really matter which path we take now, because we'll be able to go so far in a single, like, round that it won't be a big issue. One of the other nice things, because when you're traveling backwards along a path that you've already traveled, you can travel 4 times as far. So if we, like, look back at Wakka's, like, previous sphere grid, we can travel on 16 ranks of sphere grid all the way back up to here. So when we have 90, you can just basically travel anywhere you want to if you've already got it activated. It's also why I'm not too worried about like, oh my god, we're leaving all these empty nodes on here that we're going to have to come fill in at some point. Because once they've like traveled the entire sphere grid, moving around is so fast that it just doesn't matter. And we're going to be traveling the entire sphere grid on every character anyway, so you just go kill Tonberry like once and you'll be able to move around basically anywhere you need to on the sphere grid at that point. We've also now definitely made Wakka our most powerful character. I'm also just going to real quick, just for the purpose of making it easier to move around the sphere grid, we're going to take a slight detour down to there so that he can get down to activate those 2 luck nodes later. Because it'll make life a little bit easier. Okay. Wakka's done moving. If we wanted to, we could start moving him around the sphere grid some more. You can see he's up to some pretty darn good stats now. Like, accuracy's up to 66, and we only need our accuracy at, like, 80, so he's going to be totally fine on that. Let's, real quick, save. Let's farm some more, triple overdrive, or triple AP weapons. Is it triple AP? Yeah, triple AP that we need off of One Eye. We'll just farm One Eye for a little bit more. Grab ourselves some more. We need to get one for Tidus and Riku. We'll keep any others we get that are double blank slots, just to make life a little bit easier, but... Give him the bonk. 65,000 hit in a single attack. That's pretty good. Haste. Yeah, that's what I want. Whole party. Whole party's moving faster now. Also, now we've got quick hit, so we can start doing this. 61,000. Boom, 60,000. He's down. Doesn't even get a turn in. We got a Mage's Arm Guard. I don't know what that is, but it's not what I want. What is it? Oh, I auto-sorted, which is a little dumb, but that's going to put it in here. It is MP plus 40, which is, I guess is fine, but it's not great. It's for Waka. We'll probably sell it eventually. I'm just gonna real quick hit the save sphere to like refresh my health and then get back in there. We got plenty of money. I've got 1.8 million gil, so we can farm this guy plenty. And as we, it's only 8,000 gil a fight. We're gonna be making a lot more than that just from our weapons that we're selling and our armor that we're selling. So should make plenty of money fighting this idiot. Waka, quick hit, boom. Big numbers. Orin, quick hit. Less big numbers, but that's okay. Waka, do it again. He's down. He is basically unable to harm us at this point. I don't know if he can get like an ambush. Oh, another Mage's Arm Guard. What the hell? But if he can get an ambush, that's probably the only way he's ever going to get a hit in at this point. We are going to like tap the save sphere between fights just to reset my MP so that I'm not wasting all my MP. That's about the only way I can get in trouble here is if I were to be like, oh god, I forgot to reset and now I don't have the MP. Oh, I was like, why is Waka not gaining overdrive? I forgot to change his overdrive mode back to warrior. We'll do that for this fight. It'll give me the occasional attack reels, which will make this even quicker. Oh, I should have pasted there. Let's find out if that even matters. I'm not sure that it does. If I forget to haste, does One Eye win? No, he does not. Sweet. How much gil do I get from this? 0. Comet Cactuar. Well, I mean, it's a weapon, which will mean it's a triple AP weapon. Do I need that one? I do. Sweet. We got one that I need. I will save. I'll save each time I get one that I need for sure. And then we'll also, when I get one that I need, we'll sort. So that it's not at the bottom of the list anymore. Because then I can just go ahead and sell whatever I have at the bottom of my list to get rid of all the junk. Time to bully One Eye before we get into bullying. Oh, I forgot to change Waka's damn overdrive status. We'll do that in a second too. Bully One Eye so we can bully some Tonberries. It's a monster bullying stream. I guess we'll slice and dice. That's good. Getting for like 10,000 a hit. That's pretty darn good. Orin. Waka. Sweet. Golden Arm. That is Riku's weapon, right? Is that going to be... Oh my god, we are making progress. I just need one for Titus and we can stop farming him for a minute. What the hell? One Eye is spitting up the goods today. Let's customize that one for Riku too. Screw it. As long as we're stopping for a second to do this. Triple AP, I want overdrive to AP and triple overdrive. Boom! Riku is all set. We'll be able to start farming up some fancy AP for Riku here in a second. While we're doing this, let's go ahead and remember to change Waka's overdrive mode back to warrior. And then fight monsters. And then... yeah, more One Eyes. Pretty darn easy. I should check and see if there's a, like, remember cursor command. Like, remember cursor position. Some of the Final Fantasy games have that, and it would make this a lot faster if I didn't have to, like, manually scroll down to quick hit each time. I'm really getting lazy at this point. Now I'm just like, oh man, this is... I have to hold down for half a second? What is this? The Dark Ages? Mage's Arm Guard, don't need it. Oh no, it's an ambush. That's bad. Orin, kill it. In one hit. No, okay, it's not gonna work. Shockwave, that's bad. Not bad enough though. Doesn't really matter. Sweet. Kinda matters. Everybody's like dazed. Let's find out how good all bed potions are. Do they fix darkness? No, they don't fix any of the status ailments this guy's got. Uh-oh. Time to leave. It is time to head out for now. There's a PS2 game originally. Yes, we're in the Dark Ages. That's true. I have a PS2 around here somewhere. We're gonna leave. I think is the plan when we get ambushed. Is we just leave. We eat the 8,000 gil and we go home. Because yeah, apparently all bed potions do not work on those status ailments, which is a little alarming. I was like, I know it works on poison, but I guess it doesn't work on like dark, confuse, and sleep, which are the ones he's inflicting. So, Sag. Thankfully, Tidus has that ribbon armor, so he's just immune to this. So now I don't need to worry about enemies that can, like, inflict loss of control on my entire party, because they can't inflict loss of control on Tidus. Bam. A mage's shield. Man, we are striking out now. I need to get that weapon for Tidus. Ambushed. Leave. Not worth it. Also, Orin. First strike weapon. Ambushes literally can't kill me. Orin with Flee on a first strike weapon is just like, get out of jail free. Just say no. Doesn't work on like bosses, but like story bosses. But on anything in the monster arena, it is just a get out of jail free card. You got yourself into a bad spot and you want to leave. Also, we might get some dark matters from doing this, which is nice. It's a rare drop from this guy, so if we get lucky, we get some dark matters, and then we can save our... Oh, wait, hold up. I want to touch the save sphere, get my MP back. Save me a little bit of time on the dark matter farming later. There is another fairly easy monster to dark matter farm from. I believe it's in here. Yeah, Sleep Sprout. Sleep Sprout is really low HP. It has a slightly higher drop rate, I think, on the dark matters. And you can one-shot it. If you get Orin to low health, and give him quick hit and initiative, or just regular attack on initiative, he can hit for 100,000 damage in a single hit, and it'll be able to one-shot Sleep Sprout. So you just, every battle, ambush or not, you just instantly kill Sleep Sprout, and there's nothing Sleep Sprout gets to do about it. Let's find out if Blitz Ace is better. I have no idea. So you just, like, keep launching a battle against Sleep Sprout, keep one-shot killing him. We're doing about 80,000 on our Slice and Dice. We're doing a little less, I think, on that. Maybe a little more, because I don't think... normally Wakka gets a turn. Mage Bracer, don't need it. Man, I got lucky on those Wakka and Riku weapons. The luck's run out. That's okay. It's a 1 in 16 chance, I believe, of getting the... actually, it's probably less than that, actually, come to think of it. It's probably a 1 in 32 chance of getting the weapon we need. So, might take a few tries, but we'll get it eventually. And we'll farm up some other weapons we need in the meantime, so... not a big deal. Wonder Wing, is that going to be one of the ones we needed? Let's take a look. It is! Alright, I'm going to sell the equipment that I don't need. So if we go down to here, I don't need this, I don't need this, I don't need this, I don't need this. And then we will sort my inventory to put that back where it belongs. So now we've got one for Yuna. Not going to be customizing it right now. That's not till like... When we go in for the final round of achievements is when we need to go ahead and like get everyone to cover the whole sphere grid. For the challenge bosses, we just need our like main trio, who's not this trio, but for right now, this trio is my best option. We have to do a lot of training with Riku before she's going to be my best option. Right now, Auron's just, like, hitting harder, so keeping him out here, especially with quick hit. Oh my god! Mage Bracer, I need to reset my HP, or MP. Because I saw Auron was getting a little low there. Ah, yes. Good old one-eye farming. Let's just get attack reels out. Give me some practice on that. Nice. Getting better at it. Well, that should be a kill. Sorcery Arm Guard, no. Ooh. Pressing up is faster than pressing down, I've just learned. I wonder if that works on that menu. It doesn't. No, I can't use that either. I was trying to use R2, but that just scrolls my turn meter. Oh god. Okay, we're good. Another Mage's Arm Guard. Oh wait, hold up. Top up the MP. Fight! Oh, not Jumbo Flan. There we go. Look, I could use Auron's, but I don't know if it actually matters. I feel like we're fine. What other news do we got here? I mean, the big news in, like, my gaming feeds lately has been the potential shadow drop of an Oblivion remake? Remaster? Whatever. With some sources citing that it might be as early as today. I'm still a little on the skeptical side of this, because all the info we've seen is, like... Some guy took a screenshot of a leak on a developer's website, but they took it down before anybody else could see it, and, like... I don't know, man. That's that's a little hard for me to confirm. I've seen a few people like that have chimed in and said like, oh, they've been able to independently confirm some of this stuff, but like, and there's also a lot of arguments about like, oh, well, Bethesda's just trying to like save on the marketing budget by just, you know, letting word of mouth hype this up. But like, I don't know, man. If you're gonna spend $2 million on a remaster and then not spend any, like, we're not gonna spend any money on the, like, marketing, and also like you could just tweet Like, it's free to just put a tweet out that says, like, yep, it's coming out. So, I don't know. I was hoping for a Skyrim remaster. I know, it's been a few years. We're running a little short on those. How's it going? I think it would be the funniest thing imaginable if they announced the Skyrim remaster today. Instead of no mention of Oblivion, they're just like, we're getting Skyrim remastered. I think that would be hilarious. But maybe we're getting an Oblivion remaster. I don't know. It's impossible for me to say with any certainty until we can see something from an official source. Comet Cactuar. We've already got a Comet Cactuar, don't I? I need 2 of those. Oh, and that one's junk anyway. Alright, we'll sell it. Skyrim the 60th anniversary remaster. We're getting there. But I will say, if we do get an Oblivion remaster that launches today, you can bet your ass I'm buying it and we'll be seeing it tonight. So if it does manifest itself, prepare for Oblivion. Getting a remaster of Todd Howard saying it just works. Nice. We'll just, let's ace it. Why not? Because I do love me some Oblivion. And my current Oblivion install isn't actually installed. Because my mods all broke when I transferred them over to the new PC. And it's a fucking pain in the ass to set up. So, man, it'd be real nice if they wanted to put out an Oblivion remaster so that I didn't have to do all that. Wonder if it's going to be better than Sky Oblivion. I don't know. I'm actually really excited for both. Like, I'm a huge fan of the Elder Scrolls, and I've seen people that are like, oh, I can't believe they're going to undercut Sky Oblivion, and I'm like, I don't consider this in any way undercutting Sky Oblivion. I think they're both going to be fantastic projects. Like, a modder's envisioning of a remake of Oblivion using Skyrim's engine is going to be a completely different experience than just a remaster of the original game in whatever engine they choose to use, whatever gameplay tweaks they choose to use. I mean, we're going to have vastly different gameplay features, vastly different, quality and texture levels. I don't know. I'm not, like, upset about either. If anything, I'm excited that we might potentially get 2 Oblivion remasters in a year. That'd be awesome. Get to see, like, Bethesda's take on it, or what their vision of a remaster of Oblivion would be, and get to see a fan-made one. That'd be really cool. I hope they both come out. I mean, I have a mod that puts all of Morrowind into Oblivion. More Oblivion. It's been out for ages. They kind of restarted it at one point, and so I think the current, like, if you look at the official releases, it's going to say it's still in development, but that's because they had to scrap the original version because it used assets from Morrowind, and Bethesda had a problem with that. So I have that version still, and it's cool. It's really cool getting to play Morrowind in Oblivion. Does it make me want to play Morrowind less? No. Does it make me want to play Oblivion less? No. Just make your whole day. I know you love collecting multiple copies of the same game, especially if it's Elder Scrolls. Oh yeah, absolutely. So yeah, I'm not worried about this at all. I think it's a fantastic time to be an Elder Scrolls fan if either of them come out. We don't know if either of them are actually coming out yet, so honestly, I think there's better odds right now of Sky Oblivion coming out than there is of this Oblivion remaster, because until I see some kind of news from something official that can be just publicly confirmed, I'm not. Where's the Final Fantasy X remaster? We're playing it. This is it. It's right here. It's on Steam. It's like $20 or something. Triple score. Oh my god, really? Another triple score? Lame. I don't need any more of these. Oh, it's the lame version. It's only got 1 free slot. Wait. There we go. Keep fighting this guy until we get Tidus's weapon. Oh, we can overdrive. Give me slice and dice. Screw it. Remaster. Where's Final Fantasy X in Skyrim? That was lame. Messed up my my timing on that. Oh! Critical hit, quick strike for 100,000 damage. Final Fantasy X and Final Fantasy VII Remake engine? I mean... that rebirth, though. I'd be real happy if they gave me that. Did we just get another triple score? Oh, it's the crappy one, too. Lame. What is going on here? Why is Wakka getting all the weapons? Oh, it's an ambush. Just about face. Everybody leave. Man, this Monster Arena guy is making bank today. I don't know what the economy's like in this world, but... Aren't they rumored to be doing 9 like that? I believe those rumors even less than I believe the Oblivion remake rumors. Because there hasn't even been, like, any kind of leak or official or unofficial anything on that other than just people saying my uncle works at Nintendo and told me so. Like, it'd be cool, again, like, that'd be neat, but I heard if you push the truck by the SS Anne with strength, you'll find a Mew under it. Where's my 8 remake? We've got an 8 remaster. It's kind of garbage, but it exists. They just use like a... This is like a... Okay, I'm going to say AI upscale, and everybody's going to lose their goddamn mind. This was like 2017, 2018, somewhere around there, AI upscale. So just like a very basic, like... upscale converter, not the modern interpretation of AI upscale. But yeah, they just fed the textures into a yes, yeah. That's like everyone hates AI, and understandably so. But like this wasn't the type of AI that everyone has been particularly mad at lately. This was just like a basic like compare the 2 pixels and blend them kind of thing, and it looks kind of bad, in my opinion. I'm not a big fan of it. It's kind of like there's a very popular mod for Final Fantasy IX, like a Moguri mod, I think it's called. It's like a upscale mod, and I just don't like it because it looks better in some areas, but then you see some like weird artifacting and like text particularly tends to get really screwed up because it doesn't quite know what to make, like how to... The lines need to stay straight kind of thing. AI is a buzzword. Yeah, that's true. I think a lot of people throw that around and don't really fully understand what it means. They just kind of use it as a blanket catch-all term, which is why, like, I was like, oh, it was an AI upscale, but it means something completely different than what most people are thinking of when someone talks about AI today. So it's kind of just become one of the, it's lost all meaning. Like, just doesn't matter. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of those just like, we've just run it through an upscaler type of remasters. I don't think they look very good, personally. I've seen some good work that's been done using like upscalers. I think typically for stuff like character texture models or weapon textures, character textures, weapon textures, things that aren't taking up full screen space and were like small detail in like irregularities can get blurred enough that you're not going to notice it, or taking up less than a pixel on the screen where you're not going to notice it. I think they can do some really fantastic work. Like some of the upscale stuff I've seen for like Fallout and Morrowind has used like upscale software. Again, like mid 2010s upscale software. And it looks fine. It genuinely looks really good. I'm sure a hand-drawn from the ground up one would look much better. Maybe? I guess a little better. It's one of those, like, I don't know if the bonus payoff to the amount of effort it would take is actually worth it. If you're doing it for something where you're doing, like, the full game, where, like, the FMVs and, like, full screen textures, like, we're Final Fantasy 9 and 8, the entire screen is just one big PNG file that is whatever resolution you need it to be for your screen, and the original ones were only designed to go up to like 480 because that was all that monitors at the time were using. So when you like stretch that out to a 1080p monitor, it looks like garbage because it's 4 times the size it should be. So then they use some AI, some old upscalers to try to like get that to look a little crisper on a 1080 monitor, and it just doesn't look great because you're upscaling it to 4 times its original resolution. If you're not going 4 times the original resolution, then stretching it to fill your entire field of view, I think upscalers work just fine. When you're doing that, I think they look like garbage. Metroid Prime Remastered is how it should be done. I think, yeah, that was a really solid looking remaster. I got no real complaints on it. The only complaint I have is that they didn't implement the fusion suit. Which is just, like, why? You got it right there. But no, I think there's plenty of remasters that have come out in the last few years that have been phenomenal, that I've really enjoyed playing. I would go out on a limb and say that, like, Skyrim Special Edition is a really good upgraded version of Skyrim. Golden arm? Oh my god, I'm getting all kinds of stuff that I don't need today. Give me a weapon for Tidus, please. I wish to farm Tidus's APs. Sacriels. Oh no. Wasn't that the version that fixed the intro cart spazzing out due to high frame rate? I don't remember when they fixed that. I do remember that there was a problem with that. And I remember that one of the developers on Skyrim, one of the programmers, explained what was causing that. Oh, Durandal. Did I just get my weapon? Oh my god, I did. We're good. And it was that there was a, like a bee, or like a butterfly or something, that was, like, flying in front of the cart during the opening sequence and was causing collision on the cart. And so, because the cart's on, like, a scripted, like, it just has to keep moving along this, like, railroad track, when it would collide with this bug, it would, like a bee or a butterfly, whatever bug that was. It would collide with that, and then it would, like, physics collision into itself, and then launch itself. And the higher your frame rate was, the more collision ticks it was getting. Because the way Havok physics works is that it's tied to your frame rate. And so when you have a higher frame rate, you're getting more ticks of your physics check. So it was causing it to exponentially get worse. I don't remember when they fixed that. I know the way they did fix it was they removed collision from the bugs in that area. like possibly all bugs. They just don't have collision on the carts anymore. It had nothing to do with, like, fixing the frame rate issues. They just removed the collisions so that wouldn't be a problem anymore. Which is, like, yeah, probably fine. You're never going to notice that a butterfly isn't colliding with a cart properly And if you do notice it, you're going to be far less upset than you are going to be when your cart gets catapulted into the next dimension. Yeah, I don't know, I love that kind of goofy nonsense. Bethesda jank is one of my favorite things. Automod held a message for using block terms. Wait, but Seribot didn't catch this? I'm sorry, what? Hold on a minute here. What's happening in here? Oh. It just yeeted itself. Wait, I wanted to see what it said. Oh no! It looked like it had just about every blocked term that I've ever seen on there. Because all I could see was it was blocked for using block terms like cheap viewers, buy viewers on. Like it was really ridiculous. Sari said she was here at the start. Come on, Sari. What the hell, man? It's so funny to me. Alright. Let me sell off all my junk. We got a bunch of junk. And then we got my good weapon. Says she's lurking. Guess she's watching some... Darn AI can't even moderate my stream right. Alright, let's customize Durandal. Get that all set to go. Speaking of remakes, remasters, and reboots, Durandal, I don't know where this is from originally, but the place I know that term from is Marathon 2. It's one of the characters in the Marathon series, and I saw Marathon's getting a reboot. A very strange looking reboot that doesn't really scream Marathon to me, but whatever. Triple overdrive. Okay, Ragnarok. Sweet. We have got the Ragnarok created. We are, I believe, good to start farming up some AP. Real quick, just to catch up Riku a little bit. Eventually we're gonna, well, actually we should be fine. I put Riku in. Let's take a look at something here. Riku's got Auto Phoenix. Can I customize anything else onto hers right now? Like... Is she gonna want... Oh man, I don't even know if she has the right... Oh, this might be a pain. She might not have the right overdrive mode. I don't think she has Comrade. Ooh, okay, so we need auto protects. We're gonna need to steal a bunch of light curtains. That's fine. And then, what are my other ones? I literally have this sitting on a thing in front of me, and I could just look at it. I need auto haste. Right. Let's get auto haste on her. Do I have auto haste on Waka? No. Okay, wait. We can do this right now. I need to bribe Machias for 360,000, and Machias live here. So we just go into here. Riku bribes this guy for 360,000. Give me some chocobo wings. $45 chocobo wings. Collision Butterfly is my favorite band name. Yeah. I love that kind of jank. That's actually one of the things I'm hoping for this potential Oblivion remake, is that I hope they don't fix it. Like, I want it to still be every bit as janky as it always has been. Like, leave in all of the ridiculous, like, game-breaking bugs and stuff. It's way funnier that way. Alright, Riku's up. Bribe. We're going to give it 360,000. As you can see, we are going to burn through some money pretty quick here. So we're eventually going to need to look into a way to get a bunch of gil. There's a variety of ways to go about doing that. Riku's Gillionaire is actually really good at that. So we will eventually just start farming stuff with Riku's Gillionaire. 50 more of those. I think I need, what, 60 per? Blah, 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 blah. Miracle Comeback. Auto haste. Auto haste. Yeah, I need a few more. Alright, that's fine. Light monsters. Omega. Machea. Riku. Bribe. 360,000 gil. We're down under 1 million. Beautiful. I can sell those things we just got. I don't need the shapeshifter. I don't need the Tetra Arm Guard with defense. I do want the Ragnarok. So let's sort my weapons here so that I don't lose that. Boom. Okay, so now we should have Auto Haste, Auto Phoenix on... Yeah. Oh wait, we need to put Auto Haste on there still. Auto Haste and Auto Phoenix on both Wakka and Riku, which is really good. Where is my Miracle Comeback? Miracle Comeback, Auto Haste. We could get Auto Protect on there too, but no big rush. Now, we are going to want to make sure they all have their fancy AP farming weapons on there. Victorix and Ragnarok. We are going to want to make sure their overdrive modes are set to Comrade. Oh, she does have Comrade. Fantastic. Well, this is going to be perfect. And then we're going to want to save in case I've wildly underestimated how this works. And we're going to want to spend all of their current AP before we start this. Also, I'm going to probably want to figure out, like, where to farm all of these spheres very shortly, because we are going to need a way to replenish them. There's probably something we can bribe that'll just give you, like, a monstrous pile of them. Or maybe I can just buy them somewhere, I don't know. I should have thought of this before and looked this up. But I didn't think of this before. So now we're here. Slip that onto there. What else we got going on today? Oblivion's potentially getting remastered. Oh, Pope died. That happened today. Rip Pope Francis. Maybe that's a sign of the Oblivion remake. Was he played by Patrick Stewart? F's in chat for the Pope? Oh no! Oh no! Yeah, this is how the Oblivion Crisis started. Now Mehrunes Dagon's gonna invade. Bethesda, everybody thought Bethesda cheaped out on the marketing. It turns out that they went really, really expensive on the marketing. Alright, hit this. We should be good to go. Alright, beautiful. Let's find out if I've wildly miscalculated how difficult this is going to be. Oh, also we should definitely buy a bunch of Phoenix Downs. that would be a good idea. We're going to want max Phoenix Downs. Okay. Now then, area, Don Tonberry. I think we just attack. Okay. Oh no, yeah, we're beginning the Tonberry bullying. So this is pretty much what you're going to be doing here. Okay, Riku's maybe not going to be getting hit as bad as... Oh my god, she's apparently killed 106 enemies. Who knew? We should be fine. I mean, this is going to cost us, like, whatever the price of replenishing my Phoenix Downs is. But, like, thankfully Phoenix Downs aren't all that expensive, so, like, whatever. This is also going to take a little bit. Because we do just kind of have to, like, watch that karma animation play out every single time. If you want to make this even more efficient, you make sure that everyone has killed at least 999 enemies. So that they're getting hit like Titus is getting hit there, where it's just like max damage. Actually, I think you need 1,000 enemies, because I think you need to push it over, but whatever. Because the amount of damage we're taking is being directly converted into AP here. At 9 times the rate of what we're seeing. So like, if you want to be real efficient, you want everybody getting hit for the maximum possible damage every time. And because of the auto Phoenix, he shouldn't be able to kill us, because as far as I'm aware, all of his attacks are single target. So he'll eventually get to the point where he's just like running up and one-shotting us, but we'll just be able to Phoenix our way back up. We are going to use a lot of Phoenixes, but that's okay. I could eventually just look at where to steal Phoenixes from too. Like I'm sure there's something in this game you can steal Phoenix Downs off of. I'll just be able to farm it that way. Okay, yeah, see, now he's gotten into close range, so now we just do this. At this point, you just want to kill him. Arguably, at this point, we could switch over to our better weapons, too. Matter of fact, I'm going to do that, because now there's no point in using the, like, AP weapons, because we're not, like, getting the crazy damage anymore. So, it's just better to hit for harder at this point. And we'll have Riku just heal them a little bit. That improves their damage. How demoralizing do you think this is for this Tonberry, that he just, like, walked up and stabbed Waka? It did significantly less damage than the Karma, and then before he's even turned around to walk away, we've just, like, revived him. Boom. Alright. if I've done that right, yeah, we're looking at like roughly 2 million AP. It's more for some of them, because it's based on the amount of damage your allies take, and so Riku's allies took more damage because they're getting hit harder by Karma, and Riku is not taking as much damage, so she's not giving as much AP to them. It is still enough to get literally max levels in a single fight from Riku. Like, you can't gain levels once you're level 99. And 55 on Titus, which is like my weakest right now. That's going to go up as Riku kills things. We could go farm a bunch more stuff with Riku. It's also going to go up as just everybody else kills things too. Like Waka's not currently maxed out. There's the Ghosty. He made it. Okay, now you can make fun of me for bullying Tonberries. Now I'm definitely going to be bullying Tonberries. Because now we're just going to do this a few times to, like, cap this out. Although I do need to look into where I get more spheres from. I'm low on spheres. Tonberry meta? Yeah. AFK for 1 minute and Alex is bullying Tonberries again. Yeah, you got it, man. It's like for real though this time. Not even a joke. Like, it's a bad day to be a Tonberry. Yes, Don Tonberry farming is the meta. If you want to gain a bunch of AP stupid quick in Final Fantasy X, this is how you do it. What do we got going on here? Why is there like a branch? I think we're gonna go... What is this? Darkbuster? Oh, this is Waka's start, isn't it? Oh... And then this is, yeah, Lulu's end. I see. Let's go through Waka's way for a little bit. Yeah, screw it. We'll just cut through Waka's section of the sphere grid for a little while. Tonberry Protection Act, but I need AP. He gives the best AP. I'm also going to need to look up, probably tab out at some point here and just look up where I get more of these regular spheres from, because we are definitely going to run out in a hurry. Slight problem to gaining levels this quickly. Unethical AP farming. And again, we will need to come back along all this point. At some point, if I wanted to be really efficient, going AFK, that'd be, oh no. The Tonberries are not having a good time. We're just going to be killing lots of them today. That's pretty much it. We are going to need to come back at some point and kind of loop back around the sphere grid to fill in all these empty nodes. If you wanted to be super efficient, you would farm up all of your like strength and whatever nodes to fill these in and just do it in one pass. That would be much more efficient than what I'm doing. But because we're going to be able to move 396 spheres in a single turn pretty soon, I'm not too worried about going back and filling these in later. It's really not that big of a deal. People for the ethical treatment of Tonberries. Pet? I don't like that. I don't like that one. Oh my god, it takes so long. Oh, you know what? That is true. I just realized we could use my extract whatever. I just need to find something that I think it's the way extract works is whatever they normally would have dropped gets turned into that sphere. So I think you want to find something that has like it drops a lot of a specific item and then like extract ability or extract whatever on them. I'll probably just Google like power sphere farming or something like that. And see what I get, because I'm gonna need to do a lot of it. Because oh god, do we have a lot of leveling to do? Unfortunately, there's no like auto apply button or anything. You just kind of got to do this by hand. So get comfy. How are we feeling about... Okay, head up here. Yeah. We're getting a little low on the power spheres already. I might need to look that up, like, before we finish doing Riku's bit. And we might need to top this up, like, fairly regularly, because we're going to be going through quite a few levels per run. It's probably worth... I don't know. Like, I'm eventually going to need to have Titus and Waka and everybody. I want them ideally all getting just max bang for their buck out of this, but whatever. We'll figure it out. We're also going to need to look up where I get more level 3 and level 4 and level 2 key spheres from. We're probably good on level 1s. I don't know if there's any more level 1s floating around on here. We'll need to look up a few more key spheres. I don't think they're terribly difficult to farm up. Might just be worth popping them open as we go past, just to, I guess, unlock some of this sphere grid. Like, yeah, I got 13 more of these. Probably fine. Head over to here. Oh, I know where we're at. Hold up. I want to go this way. We're in Lulu's section of the sphere grid, which is kind of good because she should have less of the power sphere requiring nodes. But I don't know if she's gonna have enough that I can move 60 spaces and not run out of them. Probably not. Guess we'll just head here. Keep slowly moving in the right direction. I guess there's no reason not to go down here and activate this. I was like, I've got plenty of spheres, so screw it. Wait, why can't I activate that one next to me? Oh, because it's not actually next to me, because it doesn't actually connect. I guess we'll open that up, just so we've got it open. I can use a pair of level 2 spheres right here. Oh no, we've run out of power spheres. That's a problem. Okay, so we're gonna need to look that up now. That's fine. Oh, and I think I actually do need to use it, like, yeah, literally right now. There's one I need right here. Alright, fine. If we're gonna have to look up how I farm... Oh, that's lame. FFX Power Sphere Farming. What's my best way? Ba 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 ba. Use a distiller. We'll drop 40. Kodos. Spam X. Kodos. What's a distiller? Okay, hold up. Let me, real quick, I'm gonna swap Orin back in, and are you guys using your good weapons right now? Yeah, okay. So we need a bunch of stuff. It's saying that fighting Kotos is my best option. We've killed this thing. What was it? Oh, it's this idiot. Oh, that's kind of annoying. What's a distiller? Is that a Riku thing? Probably a Riku thing, isn't it? Use... Why am I not seeing anything called a distiller? Do they just mean the extractability? Is that what they mean? Like if I go... Wait, did he not learn any of them? Extract power. Make one enemy drop power spheres. What does this do? Let's find out if that was good. Okay. I mean, Titus is hitting like a freight train these days. Oh my god, he survived it. That stat farming is starting to pay off. Okay, what does this get me? This gets me 40 power spheres. Okay, sweet. So we just use the extract abilities on them, 40 power spheres. Beautiful. I think maybe there was an item called like a power distiller in the US version, and they changed it to the extract abilities in the international. That seems like that might be what happened here. Oh, okay, now we're in business. Although that said, sort auto, please. Thank you. All right, now then, let me just do that a couple times to get my power spheres back into a slightly better shape, and then probably do the same for speed and mana. But let's do all of them. Screw it. What's my... Okay, where do I want to take Orin right now? Orin's in kind of a weird spot. We can't really... I guess we bring him back over to here. Yeah, we bring him back up to here and have him go through this way. Okay, so move up to here. Yeah, we're gonna need to do a few more of the power spheres. Okay. I think we're just gonna, yeah. Let's just start leveling some people, and then we'll get back to that in a second. It's gonna be a bit of a duller stream today. This is why I said some of this stuff I might end up doing a little bit of it off stream. I won't do anything new off stream. If there's anything that I haven't done on stream, we'll make sure we do it on stream the first time I do it. But if it's anything like, hey, I just need to spend 5 hours killing Donberries or something, there's a possibility that we might do some of that stuff off stream just to, like, not have everyone go insane. Like, we'll show you what we're going to be doing, give you a good look at it, but then some of this I might just do in my free time, because, yeah, it's a process. Because you are just going to be slowly traveling around the sphere grid, you know, pace by pace. What is this? Quick pockets. Don't know what that does. I wonder if it's just like use an item with a really fast recovery rate. That could be. Ah, screw it. Open that up. Why not? We'll eventually need to figure out a farm for all the key spheres anyways, so might as well just open up the locks as we go past. I'm out of level 4 locks at the moment, so I can't do anything with that one. Oh boy. We'll also eventually need to go back in and like do some customizing of the sphere grid because we're going to need to clear some of these nodes off. We're going to need to reapply some nodes, like we're going to have to add and remove some nodes to get it really perfected. I can't remember for the achievement. There's an achievement for having like everyone travel to every node in the sphere grid. I can't remember if they have to activate the node, like if I have to turn every node into something and then activate it, or if it's just them traveling to every node or having access to every node counts. I don't remember how that specifically is wired to work. Also, we're getting to the point now that I can discuss something about the, there's two different options you're given when you first start the remaster, which is the Expert Sphere Grid or the Standard Sphere Grid. Expert Sphere Grid relays things out. For the most part, the characters still have access to a path that would more or less contain the abilities that they would normally get. However, everyone starts more centralized and can kind of pick which path they want to go down a lot more freely. So you can mix and match different characters' abilities a bit more. I typically stick with Standard Sphere Grid because when you're first playing through the game, when you're like doing your story progression, you're not going to have access to moving around as much. And for the most part, the game does kind of expect that you're going to have like a character that's good at magic and a character that's good at hitting fast-moving enemies and a character that's, you know, each of the archetypes these characters kind of fill. It kind of expects you to have that. So if you go down Expert Sphere Grid, you're probably just going to end up leveling them in the same path anyway. The other thing that's different is that the Expert Sphere Grid has slightly fewer overall nodes. It's like 12 or something. It's a really small difference. It's not really going to matter unless you're going for the break HP limit and trying to really optimize your stats. You'll still be able to do break HP limit and hit stats that are perfectly fine, but it can get a little more like, I'm having to trade off an extra few points here or there to make up for it kind of thing. So typically the Standard Sphere Grid is just a better choice if you're just going for like a casual playthrough. If you're going for a challenge playthrough or some kind of unique customizable build, Expert Sphere Grid just has more options available, which is nice. I think we discussed this a little bit at the beginning, but like at the beginning of the streams, you wouldn't have known what the sphere grid was really about that well. Now you're getting a chance to see more of like, this is why that matters. Because when you get to the point that you're doing stuff like this, like, the layout can make a big change in how you approach your traveling across the sphere grid. Alright. Wakka's done. We can move Yuna one space. Cool. Riku's got 33 more spaces left to go. That was technically a slight waste there, because I didn't hit those on the way down, I had to move back, which meant I used one sphere level to move one node when I could have moved up to 4, so... Oh no, we'll have to, like, kill an extra Tonberry probably at some point. Throw an extra Tonberry on the pile. Oh, right, we're done with this spot. Alright, cool. Sooner or later, we'll be all set. Okay. I'm almost out of power nodes again. Bring it up to here. We'll bring her along this path for now. Actually, do I want to go this way? Do I want to go the other way? I want to go the other way, screw it. Again, more inefficient leveling. It's fine. I think I'd rather go this way, because I think this will let me loop up across, like, the sections of the sphere grid that are going to give me more of the, like, strength and defense nodes. Because, like, Auron and Tidus's section of the grid are going to give me a lot of those, which is kind of what I want. Oh, yep, we've run out. So I need to go farm some more. Oh my god. Alright. Fight a monster. Area, Kalos. Beautiful. Auron. Hit it with the extract power. Alright, I need to change everyone's overdrive modes too. Well, that's a problem. I feel like we might be getting to the point that Slice and Dice might be a better option. I'll take a look at that. So I'm doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 for about 9,000 damage, so like 81,000 plus 71,000, so about 150,000 damage for a... Oh, I should have overdriven there. That was silly of me. Auron, just attack him. You'll probably kill him. No, you won't. Look at that. Good on you. Let's try a... Okay, hold up. Let's test something. Let's... Yeah, let's X-Potion Tidus. Let's try a Slice and Dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so only 6 times 15,000. Okay, so Blitz Ace is doing more. Also, I'm getting tired of this guy, so we're just gonna do this. Oh, that was a bit of a waste. Oh my god, it's a terrible one. Maybe I won't kill him. We'll find out. Maybe I can't press buttons. Ah, we got him anyway, we're fine. Alright, another 40 of those. Beautiful. Seen the game Blueprints? No, I've seen a few people on YouTube playing it, but I haven't watched any of the videos of it yet. But I know a few people that I know and generally enjoy the opinions of have been playing it lately, so it's something that's on my, like, I should take a look at this soon list. What even is it? I haven't even, like, gotten a feel for what it is. It's just a name that I've seen popping up, and I'm like, a lot of people that I like are playing this right now, so this might be something that I'd be interested in. Oh god, we need speed and mana real bad right now. Okay, let's start getting some more of this stuff taken care of. Also, real quick, Overdrive, let's just set their modes back to Warrior, Warrior, and Warrior. Alright, beautiful. I don't know, you think this thing's weak to Bushido? Oh, wait, no, hold up. First thing I want to do anyways, I want to give me an extract power. Roguelike puzzle kit. Interesting. Maybe I do want to stick on Comrade for this fight, just with how much damage this thing is dealing. Might actually be a better choice. I don't know. Yeah, I think it would be. Maybe I put them all on Comrade. Yeah, we'll do that when I get him back up. Let's see if Bushido does anything. See if I can get the power breaks on him or something. Defense break. I mean, it didn't say immune. Are we hitting any harder? Ow. Doesn't really look like it. Like puzzles and roguelikes or even just one should give a game a few hours on Game Pass and PS Plus? Okay, I have Game Pass, so yeah, I'll take a look at it then. I apparently already have access to it. Well, that's good. Let's... It was speed and mana that I needed more of, right? Yeah, speed and mana. Okay, let's do, like, 2 rounds of each against Kodos, for now. Oh yeah, and change everybody back to Comrade. I think I actually want that more for this. Wait, what do you have? Oh, Coward from you fleeing a bunch, right. Like, why does he have one that everybody else doesn't have? I'm not, like, a huge fan of, roguelikes. I don't, like, hate them, but, like, I've never really played any of them that were, like, that really drew me in, you know? Oh, maybe he is immune to that shit. Alright, never mind. Oh wait, I need to definitely do extract. Hold up. Defend. Do none of you have extract speed? Oh, none of you have extract mana though. We might need to find extract mana on the sphere grid. Uh-oh. Well, let's get extract speed going. Definitely a unique game. Yeah, it's sounds interesting. Like I said, I've seen a lot of people playing it, so I'm like, it's on my radar. Oh, that was terrible. I should steal some light curtains, get Titus some, or Waka some protect. That'd be a good idea. Wait, why am I doing slice and dice? We've already discovered that Blitz Ace is just definitely a better option. Nice, okay. So we need to do an extract speed again. Wait, why did that only extract one? Oh no. Hold up. What's the trick here? Speed. Speed sphere. Oh no, you know what that was? That's lame. We just converted a dark matter into into a speed sphere. That's why it only did one, because it does whatever they drop, it just converts it into the appropriate sphere, and normally he drops 40 of I don't remember what, but he has a rare drop of a dark matter, and we just converted a dark matter into it. LOL. What a waste. Does this... How much damage does this do? 64,000, that's okay. There we go. You're back. Good news, we're not bullying Thornberries right now, we're bullying Yetis instead. Because I ran out of save spheres, because of how many Thornberries I bullied. Not save spheres. Did that just say 1 again? Am I losing my mind here? No, okay, 40, we're good. So now I do... one more of that, and then we need to find a way to get one of these guys extract mana. Really should have healed. Whatever. Guess I didn't. Waka, get him. Orin, get him. Waka, for real though. Nice. Alright. Speed sphere times 40. That should be good on those for a minute. Now, do I have a way to teach Auron? No. We need to find extract mana. That's extract ability. Hold up, let's zoom out a little bit. Where does extract mana live? What's this? That's Mug. Oh god. It could be anywhere. I know it's one of the ones he doesn't have. And I'm leaning towards its... Oh, what's this? Delay attack. What's this? Silence Buster. Dark Buster. Sleep attack. It's probably on an offshoot. Wait, what's this? Extract ability. God damn it. I need extract mana. What's this? Extract mana. Oh, it's in fucking Kimahri's bit of the sphere grid. Oh. God. There is not a good way to get to that. Okay, here's how we're gonna do this. I have a plan. Kimahri. Use a return sphere to return yourself to extract mana. Looks like the Path of Exile ability page. Yes, but thankfully this one you just get all of them. That's the solution. Path of Exile's ability page I really hate because it's like a nightmare to look at as a new player. This one you just get everything. You just have everyone get everything. That's the solution. Ability sphere. Okay. Wait. Power sphere? Ability sphere. There we go. Okay, we're good. And then we're going to have him use a return sphere to go right back where he just was, which was like somewhere in this bit of the world. Alright, sweet. So now I just need to get a handful more mana spheres, which Auron now knows how to do. Beautiful. I actually really dislike games that have needlessly complicated. Like, you get 300 ability points, and there's 1,500 spots to put them on the map. Like, Diablo 4's endgame got like that. It's like, fuck that. I don't want to deal with that shit. Like, because then you just end up having to look up a guide, because there's just no way to, like, look at that and make any sense of it. So you end up just having to look up a guide, and, like, follow their fucking guide. They ran all the fucking calculus on it, and, like, I don't want to fucking do that shit. That's stupid. Waka's dead. Blitz Ace. I should buy some more Phoenix Downs here soon, too. Elder Scrolls Online does that, too, and I'm just like, ugh. Disgusting. Get it out of here. Waka! Give him the attack reels. That should do it. There's some mana. We'll fight him again. Sweet. Oh my god, the amount of overdrive that just filled up on both of them is hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Well. Oh, slightly too early. Yes, like that. The appropriate reaction. Wait, Waka got another turn? Why did Waka get another turn? That was weird. My god. Alright, there we go. Swordplay, Blitz Ace, put him down. And looking at this, you might initially be like, well, why wouldn't we want Auron in our main team for the Dark Aeons? Because like he hits so hard. By the end of the game, when we get everybody stat maxed across their entire spear grid, for the most part, everyone's going to hit that hard. So it's not really going to matter. And then it becomes like, oh, who's got the best overdrive? And Riku's got the best overdrive. Oh my god. So loud. I'm playing a lot of WoW lately too. It's making me jump. Well, it's gotta be loud. That's your ready check. That's the everybody ready to go noise in World of Warcraft. Or your dungeon queue just popped. And if you're playing DPS, you just were waiting 20 minutes for that dungeon queue, so you better get over there. Alright. So, we've got our farming figured out. We know what we're going to need for everything. At this point, what we're going to be doing is just throw Riku back in the party. Just save real quick. I need to make sure everyone's overdrive modes are set appropriately. Comrade, comrade, comrade. We are going to need to put their appropriate weapons back on. So at this point, we just gotta farm a bunch of levels on these three. And it's basically just gonna come down to, I go into here, I go to Dontonberry, I hit start fight, and then we just keep hitting attack. And he's going to deal a ridiculous amount of damage to each of my party members. You can see last time we were here, Riku was only hitting for like 500. She's now hitting for 4,000. It's like just that one fight, like, huge amount of damage increase. Also, you get more AP the longer you can keep him at range like this, where his attacks are like hitting for an absolute truckload of damage. Once he gets closer, where he's just doing the knife, you're not getting as much AP. So you want to do this as much as you can while he's at a distance. Again, Riku's going to be gaining AP faster than either of the other two because she's doing just significantly less damage, so she's contributing much less to their overdrive bars. There are some tricks we could use to up that a little bit, but I mean, one thing we could do is we could just have her go kill a bunch of stuff. But like, we'd need to have her kill a bunch of stuff. Like, she's at 2,200. Wait, how much is she getting hit for? She's getting hit for 10,600. So we'd need to have her kill like. She's killed 106 enemies, 900 additional enemies, roughly. Which is like, that's... I don't want to do that. That would take forever. I'm curious if we're going to be able to kill him before he gets into range. I feel like we're doing enough damage that we might. Maybe not. I don't know how much health this guy has, so hard to say. Oh my god. Okay. I mean, we'll get plenty of XP this round. Is that close enough that he's going to stop auto or counterattacking? Yes. Okay, so at that point, we switch over to our better weapons. Alright, and then we start attacking him for real. I guess I could switch Riku's weapon too, why not? Actually, screw it. All bed potion. That'll do more. Oh, she's got her... Well... Nah, just boost Tidus's damage. Tidus being at full health deals more damage, so just... Yeah. Keep everybody's health topped up and you'll just be dealing more damage, which is a better idea. Boom! Alright. We got him. And you can see, we're up to now 66 spheres on Tidus instead of 50 something. So we're making good progress. Tidus is definitely going to be leveling a little bit slower until Riku catches up on enemy kills, which we would have to go do a bunch of farming to do, which... I guess farming to make more farming, or I don't know. It feels like it's probably faster to just kill a few extra Tonberries than it is to go have Riku kill 900 extra enemies. but I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Do we want to go that way? And that's like into Lulu's bit. How about we do this? Let's go this way. Pop this open. And just start going through here. Oh, I forgot that scan was an ability. I always just have a sensor weapon, so like I forget that you can do that. As long as we're coming by, we might as well grab Ultima. Can't hurt. Head up this way. Let's kind of meander through here for a second. Oh, I think we found our way back to the start of Titus's sphere grid. Yeah! This is literally just where Titus started on the sphere grid. Screw it. I'm just going to connect it so that when we move, it'll be a lot faster. Because then if we need to, like, shortcut through there, we can. I guess we'll head this way for now, too. This puts us back towards the start of Yuna's. Which will be useful. We can go back into the start of Yuna's, yeah. Oh wait, no. Don't go quite that far. Go to here. And then go to here. And we'll just, yeah, kind of slowly but surely move my way along. How are we looking up above? I think we might be getting close to areas I've been before. Oh, yeah. What's this? Oh, Auto Life. Interesting. I don't really need that because I've got Auto Phoenix, but Auto Life can be useful for attacks that are predictable and are going to hit the entire party for unavoidable damage. If you've set up Auto Life ahead of time, you'll be able to avoid that. There's not super many of those, but it is a thing you can run into, so... Well, we'll need it eventually, probably, but... Because you also need to have time to set it up on all your characters, so, like, the situations you're going to run into where you've got the time to set up full auto life by casting auto life are pretty few and far between. There's other ways to get full auto life. You can do some of Riku's mixes to do it, so that's probably the more common way. Let's pop this open, and then just connect that up. Like that'll just give us a little bit, again, when we need to backtrack, it'll give us some better movement options. Okay. My God. Move down to here. Oh, this is going to be a long process of mashing the X button. but it'll be worth it in the end. We'll take a look at their stats when I'm done here too, just to see, like, we've only done 2 rounds against the Tonberry, so like I haven't done that much Tonberry training. And we'll take a look at what their stats are looking like. Right, don't have any more of those, so let's move on for now. Oh, this is right near Full Break, isn't it? Yeah, it's probably worth grabbing. Okay, and then back up to here. And we are still making progress. Okay. Oh boy. But yeah, this is one of the only, again, kind of boring bits here at the end, is that, like, you just have to spend so long leveling around the sphere grid. And, like, if you weren't doing the Don Tonberry, like, AP trick farming, you're just going to have to spend a really long time gathering all of this AP. And then you're still going to have to spend the exact same amount of time moving around the sphere grid. You just won't be doing it all in one big sitting. So, like, there's a lot to grind out at the end of this. The Dark Aeons are an insane challenge, and maybe a little on the overtuned side. When you look at the amount of, like, time and effort you have to spend on just, like, doing stuff like this. Tell you what, we'll open that up too. Why not? Not gonna go that way yet, but we'll get it open. Alright. We'll have her open this up too, just so we have that path open. Alright, over to here. Oh, we're going through Orin's bit right now, aren't we? 'Cause, yeah, this is a zombie attack above me. I recognize this. Oh, she's capped out. Alright, nice. Waka, your turn. We might need to do another stop at the Kodos after this to grab some more power spheres, if nothing else. Maybe some ability spheres wouldn't hurt too. You eventually just start treating all the different monsters in the monster arena like a store. Like I just gotta run by the Kodos and pick up some more ability spheres. Actually, a round of each. We might want to do 2 rounds of ability, 2 rounds of power, a round of mana, and a round of speed. Is possibly the smartest option. Alright, up to here. We'll get down to here just so I can activate this when I need to. How many level 3 spheres do I have? 4. I don't have any... Okay, Nabgil. I don't have any of the, level 4s at the moment, so it wouldn't even matter if I went down that way. Probably will want to eventually, because Nabgil might be useful. I don't know how good that is. It's effectively steel, but you just steal Gil directly. I am very briefly going to move over to here, just to open that up. And then down to here. Not going to worry about opening this right now because I don't have a lock for it, so we'll just grab this and move. I think we're going through like the end of Lulu's sphere grid right now, or towards the end, like where she's on her level 3 spells, which is good. The hell was that? Why am I using black magic spheres for that? Weird. Alright, whatever. I have no idea what I just taught him. I just taught him something extra. We'll find out. Not like it really matters. We gotta activate them all eventually anyway. And if we want to get full platinum, we gotta do this with every single character in the entire party. Like, go around the whole sphere grid, activate every single node on every single character. It is quite the process. Oh, I activated double cast somehow. No idea how I activated that. I thought I used a... I must have had like one of the like ability spheres and I used it for that. Interesting. Well, you can double cast Ultima now. Two, three, 4, 5. Okay, so go to here. Use this. Go to here. Okay. Okay. Everybody's all topped out. We've got... Titus and Walker are both now maxed out on health. We could actually, if we want to be really efficient, delete every HP sphere above the 9,999 limit. But if I ever decide I want to switch to break HP limit armor, I'd rather just leave it. It's fine. Let's see what their stats are looking like. So 126, not bad. Evasion at 57, pretty good. Defense 75, okay. Agility 93. I've got these all written down here. What do I want? What do I want my agility at? I don't remember. I want my agility around 180, so we're halfway. Looks like we're about halfway on most of them. Magic defense and defense a little weak on him. Accuracy is about halfway where we want, a little over halfway. Evasion, a little under halfway. Riku looking similar, although she's got more magic and more magic defense, slightly less strength. Waka actually just flat out stronger than Titus right now. And a way better caster, and higher defense, and higher agility. He's looking real good in his evasion. He's just about where I want him on accuracy. Waka's looking real solid. So yeah. I think we'll be able to hit our Dark Aeon just by zooming around the grid on all of these guys. Because, like, for reference, Waka's, like, definitely looking like my best party member at the moment. He's still got, like, this whole section here to get. He's still got all of this stuff through the middle here to grab. Like, he's looking good, but he's still got a lot that he can unlock. And we're going to eventually have to go and grind out a few more of the level 4 key spheres, and the fortune spheres, and the luck spheres, and all that kind of stuff. Get him really fully set up there. But he's getting into much better shape. And you can see how quickly you start covering the sphere grid. Like, when you get to the point where you're gaining 99 sphere levels per fight like that, like, you can just fly through that sphere grid. Like, he's here right now, and I think when we started out with him, he was, like, somewhere over in this vicinity. So, everything through all of this, all the way over to here, all the way through this, over to here, up to here. Sphere grid's looking bigger than I remember it. Now, this is how big it always has been. It's just that usually you're only looking at one person's, like, area. Also, you're not usually zoomed out all the way like this. Because you normally are zoomed in like this. But you can, yeah, zoom out. Get a better look at all of it. And yeah, we're starting to make some progress. Screw it. As long as he's learned double cast, let's get Ultima. You're going to want Ultima. Up to 770 MP, that's real nice. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. I'd say a little bit more grinding on that, and we'll be able to be ready for the Dark Aeons. We're at 70-ish hours right now, 69 hours, 11 minutes. Okay, I'm going to put this up to chat. I need literally the first answer in chat wins. Do I grind the rest of their levels? Grinding Don Tonberry and then farming Kodos for spheres, and then just moving around the sphere grid and filling it all in on stream, or do I do that off stream? If I do it off stream, I will stop before I go back in and start filling in all the, like, empty nodes, and we'll figure out how to farm the best option for the spheres that let you fill those in, and for our fortune and luck spheres. And if we do it on stream, it doesn't matter, because we'll just do it as we go. Option to start, choose between the types, so I never know the differences. Give it to Ghosty's decision? I was like, I don't really care either way. I just feel like this isn't particularly the most exciting content to watch, because it's just like 40 straight minutes of me moving the character through a sphere grid, and then me sitting there and smacking a Tonberry for 15 minutes, and then 40 minutes of me moving characters through a sphere grid. Like, it's not particularly interesting. There's not really any decisions being made or anything like that going on. But it is technically part of the run. So I'm fine just grinding that up, like, in my free time, and then coming back and being like, okay, we're done. This is all for Dark Aeon preparation, yes. And for some of the, like, final stuff in here. Like, if we wanted to start fighting some of these guys, like, here, I can show you some stuff here. I don't even know if I'm going to win this fight or not. We'll find out. This guy right here is one of the monsters we are going to need to fight if we want to get fortune or luck spheres. I really hope okay, I switched their ultimate weapon back on? Yeah, okay, we're good. Cool. Let's get God Hand back on. That looked like it was hitting for less than I was expecting. Can I get a full break? He's immune. Why does he not like Waka? Why did he hit Waka? I don't understand that. Orin, get out here. Orin Bushido, this idiot. Recolored Chocobo Eater. You recognize him, yes. That is correct. And this guy is one of the options, one of the two things we need to kill for our luck. To raise all of our luck. We're going to need to kill him a bunch of times. We're going to need to kill the one below him a bunch of times. What is his problem with Waka? Also, annoyingly, it's not actually dealing damage, it's just an instant kill. So I'm not gaining overdrive from this. There's some damage. Strongly dislikes racist, and honestly, I respect him for that. He is really laying into Waka today. Like, I don't know what's going on there, but... Oh, you know what it might be? Sometimes they pick based on highest stats, like they'll auto-target the character with the highest strength or something like that, and I bet you that's what's going on here. And because Waka's like my highest stat character by a long shot, he is just getting soloed out. Ghosty, what's your thought? Do I do the rest of the stat grinding on stream, or do I do some of that off stream? Like, it's just going to be like the same thing we saw today, where like, kill Don Tonberry to get like a maximum amount of spheres, and then spend a little while moving around the sphere grid. Oh, we knocked him over. Do you think he can still Megaton punch me like this? No, he can flare me. That's, possibly worse. Well, actually, no, it's fine. Because that does damage. Which means I can do this again. Like, do I need to record my Tonberry war crimes, or can I commit those off camera? Oh my god. Waka, get him. I guess quick hit doesn't matter if he's just gonna kill you. Oh no, he's gonna kill somebody else. He decided he didn't like Titus today. Sweet, it's a random target. So quick hit did matter. Which means we can do another one of these. This guy's got a lot of health. Report on my Tonberry war crimes. So I do have a pen and paper in front of me. I will count the number of Tonberries I killed. We're at 2 so far. I guess go for a quick hit. Okay, this guy's got a really terrifyingly large amount of HP. There's something else with the grinding stuff? Oh, but I went too quick. In Final Fantasy, I always do my grinding stuff. That's just me. I think it would be entertaining. Yeah, it's like, I don't know. It's just, it's gonna be very. It's going to be about 15 minutes of me just pressing attack repeatedly against Tonberry, and then about 40 minutes... Oh, what the hell? Okay, so maybe we stick with the old slice and dice. And then about 40 minutes of me just moving characters around the sphere grid and activating nodes. And there's not like any choices involved or any chance for anything exciting to happen. Like, unlike a lot of other Final Fantasies where when you're grinding, it's like, oh, you might get something cool pop up. Like this one, there's not going to be anything cool that pops up. Nice. Yeah, alright, we'll probably do the grinding off stream then. I'll come back... Well, I guess we'll show this. Because this is how I get one half of the, when I need to get luck spheres, this is one of the two enemies I need to farm for it. My god. Oh, we got him. Okay, so, like, bad but not terrible. How did Riku get AP? Oh yeah, she wasn't there for the start, was he? So this guy will give you one singular fortune sphere. You get two if you manage to overkill him, but I'm not going to be overkilling him most likely. And this fortune sphere is how you activate a luck node on the sphere grid. So if we go into the sphere grid and I zoom in a little, like these, you get 4 points of luck per fortune sphere per character. I'm gonna need my luck to be, let me just reference my notes here, around at least 90. We ideally want 100 on every character. I think 120 is like the real optimal slot. So I'd need to gain around 100, so I need about 25, yeah, about 25 per character. So I'm gonna need to kill Earth Eater like another 70 sometimes. And then Fortune Spheres are the other half of that, because I'm not going to have enough luck nodes on the sphere grid. So we will need to kill. I'll just kill him right now, so I can show this off. We're going to need to kill this guy. For the other half of this. I actually don't remember the strategy for this. I might not be set up properly for this. We'll find out. Yeah, that's a little concerning. Like, I feel like that's going to be a problem. Because enemies that can hit my entire party for that level of damage, yeah, like, that's just going to wipe us. Oh my god, Titus survived. Okay. And yeah, this is the Spheromorph, I think was its name. Oh, that's a problem. Okay, so he killed everybody. So, we're going to need to kill him for the fortune spheres. With the luck spheres. To put luck nodes on the Grant. That's fine. Whatever. I could have definitely done that. I just would have needed to, like... I believe hydraulic press is only as a counterattack, so I just would have needed to heal between attacking him to, like, balance it. Oh my god, we've gone through a lot of these. That's okay. That's fine. Like I said, I could have avoided it by just healing more, which I didn't, because I didn't care, because I was being lazy. It's unfortunate that it holds the fortune spheres. Yes. It's actually, I think it holds the luck spheres, and the Earth Eater holds the fortune spheres, but whatever. 1/2 of my luck is eaten behind that guy. So these two are what you farm for your luck spheres. But yeah, so off stream, what I will likely be doing is just farming a bunch of that. We'll just be going around and like fighting a billion Danton berries and a bunch of Kodos and grinding out all my spheres and my levels and everything like that, and just getting everybody all caught up. And when we come back, I will either be doing a little bit more grinding and have decided that, screw it, I'm just going to do some grinding on stream. Waka, there you are. Or I will be all done grinding and we'll be ready to start doing some of the other bosses and stuff. We also do technically still need to go do a little bit more capturing. We're not quite done with the capturing yet. We are done enough that I'm able to start doing this right now. But there's a little bit more to do when we finish this up. Because we skipped out when we got to 5 of every enemy, I believe? Was the hard cutoff point. But we will need to go back and finish that, because I think, yeah, we need 5 more Great Marlborough, 7 more Barbados, some Behemoth Kings, a few more things out of Omega Ruins. Also, how are we looking at Dark Matters? Do I happen to have enough Dark Matters to do anything interesting? No, we're only at 8. But we're going to need to farm a bunch more of those. That's actually really easy. Once we get Auron to the point that he's able to, like, consistently hit for 100,000 damage, which he might be able to do right now. I want to try something. I'm going to remove the Auto Phoenix armor from both of these idiots. We're going to test something. I have a theory. If I go to Area Conquest and go to Kodos, I want Auron to die. So we're just going to, like, Auron, be dead. And then Titus, just flee. That should put Auron at 1 HP. So now, if I fight... what's it called? I'll know it when I see it. Sleep Sprout. Auron, attack that. Yeah, there we go. Teleport Spear and a Chaos Rod. Do it again. Teleport Spear and Chaos Rod. Do it again. Two Dark Matters. Do it again. So this is the, like, most efficient way to Dark Matter farm. You get Auron to 1 HP, where he's, like, just hitting for 100,000 damage a hit with his ultimate weapon. And you just have him repeatedly stab Sleep Sprout. 8,000 gil a pop. You're not guaranteed to get a pair of Dark Spheres every time, but it's very quick and very easy and very safe. And you get a bunch of Teleport Spheres too, which are like kind of nice. I think this thing's really annoying to fight normally, honestly. Like, I think it's one of those, like, it counters with sleep on everything. Oh yeah, even in an ambush, Horn's got first strike. Doesn't matter. But as you can see, it's like, it's not a guarantee. And the fact that we need, 198 of them is gonna take a while, but this is the other thing I'm gonna have to grind a bunch of, is just doing this. Two more dark matter, nice. The reason we specifically turned off the Auto Phoenix, by the way, was that when the Auto Phoenix comes back at half health, and that's not enough for him to guaranteed hit for 9,000 or 99,000. So we wanted him at 1 HP, so you just have him die, and then when he comes back in the next battle, he'll be at 1 HP. Two more dark matter. So we should be up to like 12 or 15 or 16 or something by now. A few. We've got a few of them. I think it's about a 25% chance for him to drop dark matters. There's another one. So at 2 a drop at 25% chance, it's basically 0.5 per dude, so we need to kill about 400 of these on average. And at 8,000 gil a pop, it'd be 800, 3.2 million gil. So yeah, there's the other thing we're going to be doing. A bunch of that to farm up some dark matters. Because then when we have the dark matters, we can go in and finish customizing our weapons, because we need to put ribbon on everybody's armor, which is going to take a while. And then if I ever want to do the break HP limit armor, we're going to need to do this again. But like, a little bit more. Because for break HP limit I need ribbon, but I need 3 of them. So yeah, there's the fun bit. We might, if I can get to the point that I can farm Dark Yojimbo without using Zanmato, I'd be okay with farming Dark Yojimbo for some ribbon armors. I think that's fair. I don't really like farming Dark Yojimbo with Zanmato because it just feels cheesy to like throw Gil at the problem until it goes away. But I'm okay with throwing like throwing myself at a grind a little bit. Let me here real quick. I'm just gonna sell the excess junk that I've got here because we've gotten a fair bit of nonsense here. Like I don't. It's good, but I don't need it. Don't need it. Counterattack and magic counter. Don't need it. Don't need it. I'm guessing this is what I get from probably Kotos is what's dropping those. Soldier Shield, Triple Guard, Shaman Ring is an auto potion, but it's only on 1, so whatever. Chaos Rod, that's a bunch of strikes, that's pretty cool. Bunch of proofs. I'm guessing this is what we're getting here from that sleep whatever. It's just a bunch of status ailments on a weapon, or status proofs on a weapon, which again, not bad, but alright, we're good. I'm trying to think what the if there's anything else we want to take a look at here as far as like farming out Gil or anything like that, what the best options are. I don't really know. I'll look up Gil farming next time. We'll do some more Gil farming. Or if I figure it out off stream, we'll show it off. So remember, we'll get Metroid Prime 5 in 2027. Oh, for God's sakes. How many years has Metroid Prime 4 been in development? I mean, they literally restarted the entire thing from the ground up, so I'm not holding my breath on that. They announced Prime 4, I think, 5 or 6 years ago now. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I love Metroid, so I would love that, but I'm happy that we got Dread, which was fantastic. And we were getting Prime 4 this year, which is fantastic, and I'm gonna be happy for that. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, despite the fact that I'm a huge Metroid Prime fan, Dread was so good that I'm actually more excited to see where they go with that. I think the sequel to Dread is going to be what I am more excited about right now. Maybe Prime 4 will be even better than I'm expecting, and it'll blow me out of the water. I know that, personally, for me, Prime 1's the best game, Prime 2's a very close second, Prime 3's okay, it's still a Prime game, so it's good, but it's not great, and Prime 4 isn't blowing me out of the water from what I've seen so far. It looks good, but it looks like somewhere between 2 and 3 good, if I had to guess. There's actually something I'm very concerned about with all the footage that I saw. Anytime they scanned something, she stopped moving completely. Like, she was frozen in place while scanning it. And if that's how that's gonna work, like, oh, it's gonna feel so clunky. I don't know if that's just the person who was playing it for the like, demo whatever was bad at playing Prime, but like, if they lock you in place while scanning, oh my God, this game is gonna feel tedious as hell. Like, that is gonna be like, tear your eyes out slow. I guess we'll find out when it comes out, but also the trailer was... The gameplay and the game itself looked great. That trailer was one of the dumbest things I've ever seen. When they were just like, Samus is going to gain psychic powers, which will allow her to do phenomenal things like open doors. And I was like, what the fuck are you doing? Ah, yes, opening doors. That task that only psychics can do. 4 is going to look great. I think 4, yeah. Visually, I think it looks fine. That's not one of my concerns with the Prime games at all. I think Prime 1 on the GameCube still looks great. Art direction and everything carry it so hard that it still looks phenomenally good on the original hardware. It's the... some of the direction. I just don't know if the gameplay is going to hold up as well, which is my big concern there. I hope it's great. I really do hope it's great, because I love the Prime games. And the fact that they switched it back to Retro Studios is, like, probably a good sign, because they made the Prime games that I like the most. So, I thought doors just opened if you walked near them or pulled them open. No, you gotta be psychic. Yeah, no. You gotta be. That's why we've never been able to open doors in the history of humanity, because we're not psychic. Yeah. Other M2. I don't think it'll be that. But Retro has been, did the Prime games that I liked, so I think that'll be fine. I mean, that's all of them, but whatever. I think that'll be fine. I was a little more concerned when it was being developed by another studio, because I was like, oh, that's not great. That said, it's also been like 10 years, and I don't know how many people from the original, like, Retro studios are still there. It could be an entirely different group of people, and oh, it's the same studio means nothing. Secret's out, I'm psychic then? Oh, wow. I've never opened a door, so I don't know. anytime I've encountered a door in my life, I've assumed that it's clearly not meant to be, and I just move around. Alright, we're going to call it apart there. I'm going to be back sometime the next couple days. I might do some one-offs of some other stuff that I've been playing. I mean, hell, if the rumors end up being true and there's an Oblivion remake that releases today, I'll see you in Oblivion tonight. But I'm not holding my breath on that. Maybe we get it, maybe we don't. Most likely don't. In the meantime, I need to go get some sleep because I am going to pass out very soon. It's coming. We'll see. I'd love for it to be here, but until, like I said, until I see something from some kind of official channel that isn't just like some guys on the internet said, "Believe my screenshot," like, I'm not gonna get too excited about it. Like, it's way too easy to fake that kind of stuff these days, to just, like, fake a screenshot and to fake, like, whatever. And the fact that every single time there's been a, like, I saw it on their website, and here's the picture of the source code from the website. I was like, yeah, but, like, you could just fake that. Because it's conveniently, every time someone's posted a screenshot and been like, hey, I saw there were pictures of it on their website. It's been a Reddit account that has never posted before. And that was made specifically to post that picture. And then it's also posted with, they took it down before you guys could see it, though. It's like, did they? I hope it's real. I would love for it to be real, but it's a little convenient that, like, all the proof of my claims has been removed from the internet before anyone else could independently verify that. And I'm saying this as a person that no one has ever spoken to before and has no way of verifying anything that I say. I find that a little hard to believe. And, like, the fact that it's all coming from Reddit posts, where it's like, anybody can make a Reddit account and post whatever you want. Anybody can use any of the, like, higher-end, you know, AI art generators to upscale a picture or something like that. The prominent leakers have said it's real and come today. Yes, but their source has all been some guy posted a thing on Reddit. Like, that's the thing, is like, all of the, if you follow the, like, well, where did you hear this trail back, it comes to some guy posted a screenshot on Reddit. Admittedly, a very convincing and very real looking screenshot, but it's all come back to some guy posted a screenshot on Reddit. And, like, I can't get my hopes up on that. That doesn't mean anything. There's a whole bunch of people right now. If you go on Twitch, screw it. I'm gonna do this right now. I'm gonna show you something. Let me go on my, where do I get to my stream dashboard? Stream manager, is this it? If we go to, I'm gonna troll people real quick. If I go to, if I go to here, refresh your stream for me once. Like, go ahead and just hit refresh on your stream and then look at my my Twitch stream right now. Everybody's getting excited about that. The fact that you can see that it currently says I'm streaming Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remastered, which, like, yeah, that sounds real exciting, doesn't it? Here's the thing. If you go into the categories page on Twitch and look up that I want to change this back here before I throw anybody off. But if you go into that category and look it up, there'll be a link to go to igdb.com to view what that game is. And it turns out, no, it's not on SteamDB. I wish it was on SteamDB. That would convince me, but it is not on SteamDB, unfortunately. There was somebody that posted a screenshot that said it was on SteamDB, but they took it down before anybody could track it, and that's not how SteamDB works also. Like, SteamDB stuff stays on there forever. You can see that it got taken down if it got taken down. But somebody posted a screenshot and said it was there and got taken down, which actually makes me think that that's even less likely. But whatever, we're not going to get into that. The way Twitch categories work, there is effectively a wiki run by Twitch called IGDB. And it's just a list of games that have existed. And you can add some tags to them, but what kind of game it is, and some release info, and some basic info, so that when when someone wants to play a game on Twitch, they can set the category. It just goes on IG. You just go on IGDB.com, and there's a list of all the games that have ever existed that people have added. It's user added. And if you go to the IGDB.com listing for The Elder Scrolls IV Oblivion Remastered, it says it is a rumored game that is reported to be announced soon. And it then also has this page has been flagged for review. So, like, everybody's losing their mind about the fact that there's a category for Oblivion Remastered on Twitch, which I get why, but as soon as you look into how Twitch categories work, it's like, oh, that means nothing. Like, anybody could add anything on here. You could just make up a game, and until it gets removed from there because the moderators realize that it's a made-up game, it will be there. So yeah, sounds like there has been nothing official, like none of there's nothing verifiable and nothing official that has been said about it. So I'm like, I really hope it's true. There are some very convincing looking screenshots, but none of them are verifiable. So we'll see. See you tonight. I hope so. I really do. Like, I love Oblivion. I want to play Oblivion. That's one of the games I was talking about playing soon. So like, I would love to play Oblivion Remastered. That'd be fantastic. But we'll see. Let me just check right now. Let me just double check right now. Elder Scrolls 4. Yeah, there's still nothing on Steam. I've got my Xbox page up. If I search Oblivion on Xbox, what are we getting? Nothing on Xbox. And let me just check SteamDB real quick. SteamDB Oblivion Remastered. We got anything going on there? Yeah, just people talking about the one that was delisted. Yeah, nothing yet. We'll see. I hope. I really hope, but... Just check my Steam library. Hasn't magically showed up in there? No? Okay. Maybe one day, but not yet. So it's, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not gonna get my hopes up. I hope it's true. I'd love it to be true. If it's true, I'll see you tonight playing it. The day it comes out. Whatever day it releases, I'll be playing it. And if it doesn't release, I'll be playing Skyblivion when that releases. Like, no question. I'll be playing both when they release, but... IGN updated Oblivion pages? IGN... That, again, that doesn't mean anything. Like, that's cool and all, but, like... They're just hype. The thing is, right now, everyone's working themselves up into such a fucking frenzy about this that, like, it's spreading a bunch of misinformation and stuff around, and people are repeating it like it's fact, which is insane. Like, this reminds me... Okay, I know I said I was ending stream. I guess we're going to talk a little bit longer here. Why would they do that just now? Because everybody's talking about Oblivion so much right now? Like, it's a spiral. This has happened before. About a year before Fallout 4 launched, there was a guy that did a hoax ARG, hyping up the release of a potential Fallout 4. Fallout 4 hadn't been announced yet. There'd been no official word on Fallout 4. They were in development on it. Like, that turned out. We found out later that they were in development on it at the time. But Bethesda had said nothing. There'd been no reports. There'd been nothing official on it. And there was a guy that did this really elaborate ARG with a bunch of websites, including websites that were like, if you use the who is info on them, to like look who was hosting it, it was registered to Bethesda. It was called Survivor 2299, and it was a series of like Morse code audio files that had embedded metadata. Wait, what was this? There was a tweet that Bethesda said, "Sorry, I was under the impression we were talking about the existing Oblivion. At this time, we have no official information on any." Wait, oh, I didn't see that tweet. If you can find me a link to that tweet, I'd like to see it. But there was a bunch of like the guy released a bunch of like stuff like Morse code audio files with like hidden metadata that was telling a story about a character that left the DC ruins and headed north to New York, I think it was. Check Steam DMs. Okay, cool. And then there was like IRL, like they were starting to post like timestamps and coordinates, and there were IRL like Morse code broadcasts that you could pick up if you had like a CB radio on specific frequencies that they were posting in the metadata on the stuff on this website. And like it got super in depth, and it was like eventually led to people finding like a timestamp of like on like this day and time there's going to be a thing, and then the web page changed to a countdown screen with the like Indian head logo, like TV logo thing that the Bethesda's used for all their like Fallout loading screens, everything like that. And again, this website was, if you looked up who it was registered to, it said it was registered to Bethesda Softworks or whatever. Super in-depth stuff. And it got everybody into a frenzy, and Bethesda didn't say anything. They weren't acknowledging this. A bunch of the major journals were reporting on it. People were getting all excited about Fallout 4 and information that was coming out about this. IGN and Kotaku were posting all kinds of like hype and info and update and everything they had, and there was an Amazon pre-release available because people were like, "Oh my god, we got to get on this." And Amazon will put up a pre-release for products that absolutely don't exist all the fucking time. That have never been confirmed. This happens all the time. And then the day hit, and it linked to Never Gonna Give You Up by Rick Astley, and the guy that ran it was just like, yeah, this cost me like $10 to rent this webpage for a month, and I just lied and said that I was Bethesda when I rented it. And that was it. That was the end of it. And then he did a couple interviews with a couple different like media organizations. He's like, people thought this was really complicated. He's like, I just live in the area near New York, and I have a CB radio, and so I just like linked up a Morse code player from my computer to my CB radio, and then I just posted a bunch of took me like an hour worth of planning to like make these Morse code files with stuff hidden in the metadata, and then like $20 to rent the web domain for a month. The end. And I just lied about who I was when I rented it because they don't confirm that kind of stuff. You can say you're anybody on the internet and there's no way to confirm it. So like, it was the biggest nothing burger of a story, but it looked super official. Yeah, then the real thing did come. That's true. The real thing did come out on that one, which is cool. But it had nothing to do with all that hype and everything. That's what I'm saying. Like, this right now is reminding me of Survivor 2099, where there's a bunch of, like, vague, unverifiable things being posted online that are getting people very excited. And Bethesda's just not saying anything. Again. And let me screw it. Ghosty sent me this link. Let me see exactly what they've said here. Bethesda support. Okay, so this is from their support Twitter. I'm leaving Steam to an external site. That's fine. This is from less than 24 hours ago. On Monday, Fallout 76 is being brought offline on all platforms to plan update. How long till I can play Oblivion? I've been waiting years to return. And Bethesda support responds with, are you having difficulty launching the game? What platform are you on? They said, yes, I'm on PC and I'm not able to download. Release it now so I can close shut the jaws of Oblivion. And Bethesda support responds with, it's showing is available. If you're unable to download it from Steam, please contact Steam support. And someone else says, I can't even find it on Steam. It's supposed to be there. All I see is the soundtrack. And then Bethesda says, sorry, I was under the impression you were talking about the existing Oblivion. At this time, we have no official information on any remake or remaster. Which, I'm not gonna lie, makes me think that there is not a remake coming out today. Because I doubt they would have been that confused otherwise. They likely would have known, like, hey, there's some weird shit going on with Oblivion if they were about to release an Oblivion remaster today. Although, yeah, the original conversation's from a little over a week ago. It's from April 7th. So, before all those leaks came out, yeah. I'm definitely very skeptical of this remake's existence at the moment. Particularly the like April 21st date. I've seen nothing indicating that as a date that would be. That's just like one guy said he saw it somewhere once. If Real Bethesda is playing dumb, that'd be hilarious. I think it'd be very funny. I think it's a perfect example of how to. I think more companies should shadow drop games. Like 100%. Like, I think the amount of money video game companies spend on marketing and the amount of times they'll announce something way too early to try to build up hype, and it just ends up backfiring because the game gets delayed for some reason, and then people get pissed off because the game they've been waiting 7 months for gets delayed. I think way more companies should just, like, we're releasing a game and it's coming out today in a tweet. Like, and just if you're especially for like big franchises like Oblivion, like the Elder Scrolls games, like big franchises that are going to get word of mouth around without you having to do any real advertising, you should just shadow drop it. You don't need to build up hype, just release it when it's done. Metroid Prime, perfect example of that, because yeah, they did that at the Nintendo Direct. That's honestly even more advertising than I would have thought you needed, but like, they did it at Nintendo Direct where they're just like, by the way, we're releasing a Metroid Prime remaster. It's going to be live in 12 hours. Like, phenomenal. Fallout 4's actual release was pretty good. They announced it in June at, I believe, Gamescom? And they were just like, yeah, we have we're excited to announce Fallout 4 as a game we have in development, and we're going to show you a trailer for it, and we've got some hands-on gameplay footage where we can show you, like, they showed like an hour of the game. And not just like the first hour, like a bunch of messing around with it. And then they're like, oh, by the way, it's done. Like, we're announcing it now, it's already done. It's releasing in 3 months. We're just spending the next couple of months doing some, like, final polishing and finishing up. We could release it right now and it would be perfectly playable. And, like, that's how more game companies should be doing their releases. Is just, hey, we waited until we knew we were done and ready to release. We're going to announce it now. We're going to give you 3 months to build, especially for something that's a full price game. Give you 3 months to build, save up some money if you want to save up, if buying a new game at $60 isn't on your budget. Give you a couple months to save up for it, and then, or for deluxe edition or whatever you want to buy. And then just, there you go, have your game. You don't need to hype it more than that. I think that's the perfect time frame and window for doing something. And there's no chance for delays because you are effectively already done with the game. By the time you've announced it. I think that's a much better way to run things. But I've rambled long enough. I do need to sleep, so I'm going to get some sleep. Maybe I'll see you tonight playing Oblivion. I kind of think I'm probably not going to see you tonight playing Oblivion. Maybe I'll see you tonight playing Hollow Knight. That might be a thing. But bye for now. Take care, everybody. I will see you next time.